Okay, now I think I'm live. I no joke. I've been sitting here talking for like 2 minutes, thinking that I'm live when I actually wasn't. I apologize for being late. OBS
Okay,
Studio
now I
was
think I'm
being
live.
a complete ass.
I no joke. I've been
Um,
sitting here talking for like 2 minutes, thinking that I'm
I
live when
could
I
not
actually
figure out. It was
wasn't.
giving me
I apologize for
problems
being late.
where it was
OBS
not
Studio was being a
letting me go
complete
live at all.
ass.
Like it wasn't connected to the
Um,
YouTube server. So I had to figure that shit
I,
out.
I
And
could
I
not figure out.
apologize
It
for
was giving
being
me
late.
problems where it was not letting me go live at all. Like it wasn't connected.
So give me 1 second. I'm gonna let everybody on Twitter and Discord know that I am live. Um, I have my stream open. See, it was kind of freaking me out in the other tab listening to myself. Live now, editing the end credits. Tweet. Yeah, open up Discord real quick and tweet the same thing. Okay, again, very many apologies for being late. The OBS Studio was just giving me a really hard time. Did not want to connect to YouTube, so I had to figure that shit out. And apologies for no face cam either, because the one built into my PC is complete ass, and it just is really dark, and I have to have a light shining straight on me for it to even be able to see me, for me to not look like a fucking silhouette. And I tried to use my phone as a webcam, but whenever I set that up, my phone screen would go off after like 30 seconds. And apparently, Samsung took away the option to have your screen be on perpetually. So that didn't work out either. So I apologize. No face cam today. You're just going to be watching the timeline move and shift around. The preview window is separated and on another monitor. Uh, I suppose I could put that on the stream as well, but I'm not going to worry about it until after we've mostly edited the credits and I can show you guys the finished product. As you can see, I've already been working on it today a little bit from the timeline. So we'll get started in a minute, but I just want to give it just a minute to let some people in. Apparently, nobody's watching right now, so I'm streaming to an audience of no one. That's okay. But uh, just as a preface before we get started, I just wanted to thank you guys because this is the this month is the fifth anniversary of this channel. I made it back in 2018, my first ever video, which I'm not proud of. That first video is very bad. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. That I don't know, I've been around for 5 years, and I appreciate you guys' support. And also to say that it's because of you guys that I'm even doing making this movie because back in 2020, 2021, when I released Scream Bloody Gore, that video, the response to that video, I had a lot of people saying, "Oh, this was kind of like a documentary. It was kind of like an episode of uh, what's that documentary show about metal evolution?" People were saying, "Oh, this is like an episode of Metal Evolution," and that really helped me to think that maybe I could do something like this because I thought, oh, well, a documentary is just, it mostly comes together in editing, right? And so, yeah, I mean that was part of why I decided to do this, or why I thought I might be able to try to do it, was because I was like, well, I mean, I edit stuff all the time, YouTube videos, and I mean, they're not that much different from documentaries. It's just more personality and more focus on me. So if I just take those aspects away, film stuff, and make it come together in editing, then maybe I might be able to make this happen. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there that it's 5 years officially this month, and thank you guys for all the support. When I first started this channel, uh, it was kind of a joke, between my friends because Vander the Vandal was my nickname in college at the time, and I joked about making a YouTube channel with that name, and then like being a dickhole and like ripping into movies, which is how this channel started. You can go back to that first video. It's not good, and it's me shitting on The Shape of Water, a little too harshly to be quite honest. Uh, but yeah, but I mean, from the very start, even with that being said, I wanted to uh, do something different than I had done on YouTube before, because previously it had just been like me as a teenager, like uploading videos from my bedroom or whatever, like talking head kind of stuff. And I was like, well, with this is sort of like a fresh start. Well, maybe I can like actually make some good stuff here and like cultivate a real audience. And so I feel like I was able to do that. And so I really appreciate the support you guys have shown, especially considering the past year and a half. My channel has been so inactive, just post videos every once in a while. So I appreciate the support um, that I've been receiving consistently, even though I haven't been very active at all. So thank you guys, and I guess I'll go ahead and get started uh, with the editing here. So let me minimize OBS real quick, and we will get started. Also, if the noise floor of my microphone goes up and down, it is because uh, that's like my heater kicking on and off. And actually, I'm actually seeing that the microphone here is only like doing mono, and I'm not sure how to fix that. Hit properties. Mono, let's see, is this the left of the... Hello, hello? That fixed it. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, I think I fixed it. It shouldn't be mono anymore. So you should have my voice coming out of both speakers now. I apologize for that. Alright, let's get started. I will be editing on a freaking the trackpad on my laptop because I only have so many USB ports, and the USB port that my mouse usually goes in is right now being occupied by the interface for my microphone. So this is going to be cool. This is going to be fun. All right, let me get my bearings here and see what I've done so far. What the heck? I'm hoping that was just a little glitch. Okay, yeah. It looks like it was. I was getting like these black like split frames where like a mask was trying to pop in. But it looks like it fixed itself. Yeah, it looks like it's fixed itself. But right here at the beginning of the credits, I wanted to have like a little disclaimer and just put, hey, if you go to the minefield, please be respectful. Uh, don't trespass on, Billy's property, without an authorized guide, to guide you through the minefield. And don't touch or climb on the minefield, especially since there's clips in the movie of Billy climbing on it and Ken Herring climbing on it. And even though you don't see me climbing on it, it's pretty clear that I had to climb parts of the minefield to get some of the shots that I did. So I just want to make it clear that this place isn't a freaking McDonald's jungle gym. I'm going to have this little part that's a disclaimer here first, and then we'll get into the actual credits. I have the disclaimer mostly done. So a general rule of thumb that I learned in college was like for text, like if you can read it twice, then that's probably on screen for long enough. So that's the rule of thumb that I go by. And I think the text is on screen long enough for this one. As you can see, there's like I've already got a bunch of shots in this. How do I scroll? No, that's zoom. I'm trying to figure out how to operate this trackpad. Okay. There we go. Zoom out. As you can see, I got a bunch of shots in the end credits timeline already of ones I want to potentially use. I probably won't even use half these. This is just I just kind of like going through this morning and being like, oh well, I like this one and this one looks good and maybe I'll use that one too. So I'm gonna have to pick and choose. We may not get done with it in this stream, especially since it's going to be difficult doing this with the freaking trackpad on my laptop and Premiere's being laggy because I have Firefox open and OBS. So, for anyone who just joined, no face cam because the one built into my laptop is ass and I have to have a light shining right on my face, not to look like a silhouette. The display preview window that you would be seeing the results of the timeline is in a different monitor right now, so it's currently not on stream, but I'll try to put it up on stream later. All right, now play. Yeah, that can. Reaching for my mouse out of habit. It sucks, man. The thing with like I have a USB hub with more USB ports, but the thing about it is a piece of shit, and it will just randomly just stop working for like 5 seconds and then cut back on. So I would prefer not to have my microphone plugged into that, especially since the microphone that I'm using uses phantom power. And if the phantom power is not cut off before I unplug the interface, it can seriously damage my microphone. So I would prefer not to break this microphone. So I'm not using that USB hub. I could also plug one of my external hard drives into it, which has the Mind Field footage on it. But once again, I don't want anything to happen to those hard drives because the USB hub randomly decides it wants to take a break for 5 seconds. So, moral of the story is I need a better USB hub. Hmm. All right, we're going to copy and paste this. Um, you can't see the shots right now, but the shots on screen right now are static. Like there's different signs around the minefield that says private, no climbing, no trespassing. And so it's just static shots of those with like nothing really moving in the background or anything besides the fact that the camera is handheld. And so if I need the shots to linger a little longer, I'm just copying and pasting them and doing a little reverse speed effect here, so it looks like one continuous loop motion. So it should not be noticeable at all. Like I said, there's not really anything moving in the background of them. I don't know if you can hear the audio from the timeline. You may be able to. The audio from these shots I'm going to get rid of entirely, and I have a bunch of background noise from the minefield grounds that I'm going to use that's going to color in this end credit sequence. There's no music in the movie because I am poor and I could not afford a composer. I am also not musically inclined myself. I have been tempted to make a couple of tracks for the movie, I'm not going to use this shot. I'm getting rid of it. Um, I have been tempted to make something myself, but I'm scared of making something and it makes the part of the movie that I put it in worse because it's so fucking bad. So I am not going to do that. The movie doesn't have any music, but I think it works. I think it works pretty well without music. Um, like I said, I color most of the movie in with noise from the surrounding environment. So there's very rarely ever complete silence in the movie. There's only one or two spots where there's complete silence for a second or two. So yeah, I don't think the movie suffers at all without it. Mm, okay. And like I said, Premiere's being super fucking laggy because I've got so many things open right now. OBS and Firefox, like 3 Firefox tabs. But I mean, Premiere will just get laggy for no reason anyway. It's fucking ridiculous. Hmm. Text comes in a little too soon. Oh yeah. Hmm. Trying to be very careful with this trackpad. I don't want to accidentally fuck anything up. The beginning of the shot needed to be cut because there was like a little bit of motion. I have it cut off, but the um, the entire shot is like panning up. It's a shot of a sign that says private, and the original uncut shot is I start from the ground and pan up to the sign. So I'm cutting out the pan up at the beginning there. There was a little bit of it left, so I want to make sure that is totally gone. And it's just static shot. Again, besides the fact that the camera's handheld and you can tell that. And then I need to move the text itself because it does come in too early. And that's a little late. Go back to the very start. Okay. Let's see. And I do have to replace the actual text in here because I'm copying pasting the text from shot to shot and then just replacing it and moving it around as needed. I'm going to check the chat real quick. Hi, Mr. Vandal. Will there be a post-credit scene teasing RTVDU, Randall the Vandal documentary universe? Yes, actually. Let me show you what I have planned for the post-credit scene. Obviously, it's not going to be teasing Billy Tripp crossing over with Michael Morbius. But I do like the idea of like putting things at the end, of my projects, like after, the point where people usually leave or click off the video or whatever. Let's see. Here it is right here. This is what I plan to put after the credits. So if people stick around after the credits, they will get this little nice moment here of me taking a selfie with Billy Tripp. Oh wait, that's right. You can't see. You can't see the freaking. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can get the no. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. It's not letting me add uh yeah, it's not letting me add the preview window as like a separate thing. I would have to dock it back into the main timeline. Well, shit. Well, I'll show you. I'll show you later at the end. Um, but this right here is what I plan to put at the end of it, and like unfortunately you can't see it, but it is me and Billy Tripp taking a selfie on top of the Terminus Temple, which he builds throughout the movie. At the end of the movie, it's at the beginning of the movie he starts building it. At the end of the movie, it's completed. And so post credit scene is me and him on top of it taking a selfie. So if you stay past the end of the credits, that's what you get. That little post credit scene there, which I think is a little nice moment. Anyways, back to editing the actual credits. I don't know how long. I don't know how long that question was answered. How long ago that question was answered, but I think I'm not sure how I got here. Has to do with Randa the Vandal, I think. I'm still figuring this place out, but I think a bunch of guys like us should team up. Could do some good. Yeah, that's the post-credit scene. You nailed it right on the head. I called up Jared Leto and I said, "Hey, you want to have a post-credit scene in the Steel Garden where you team up with Billy Tripp?" That was actually a recurring joke when we were filming that Billy Tripp had metal powers and he could just move metal with his mind. That was a recurring joke of ours. Some of it, which I got on film, which if I make that a Steel Summer, video or series or whatever it ends up being, that will likely be in there. We had a lot of inside jokes and joked around, and it was a fun time. All right, time to replace this text. I hate that you guys can't see what I'm doing on the display screen. Um, but it is what it is. I don't know how to get the other display. Let me see. Display 1, display 2. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Here's the little preview window. Um I will make it small and I will put it right over here. This is on my other monitor. Um so there you guys go. Now you can actually see what I'm doing in real time. I apologize that it took me that long to figure out. But here we go. Okay. And now I need to hold on. As one layer's overlapping the other, it's not going to let me edit this text if another layer is over it. Come on. I'm gonna have to do it manually, man. Nope, just this line right here. Wait, did I get his full name in here? I did. Okay, yeah, his full name's in there. Alright, and I don't want it to be where it is right now. So it is masked, cause oh, no, 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 no. Oh, man. Hold on. Did it Okay, it didn't actually change anything in the text. For some reason it changed the font on me, but it didn't actually change it on screen, so I guess it does not matter. I don't know. I don't know what just happened there. We're going to move it more towards the center. Excuse me. Can I just... It's not going to let me move it, I don't guess. Oh, yes it is. Okay. That works much better. Instead of having to move it with the numbers. I don't like it being right against that white, though. I could do like one side of the sign and the other. Yeah, that works. Yeah. It does work. Just moving it a little bit. Probably move it down some too. Oh no, 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 what did I do? Let me just move the mask a little bit. There we go. And we'll do the same thing with the other one. I really don't like using my laptop trackpad, man. This sucks. Learn a lesson from me, people. When you get a USB hub, get a good one. Don't get the cheapo $10 one from Amazon that randomly stops working at random intervals. Or else you'll be forced to use your regular USB ports anyway, and during certain circumstances anyway. It sucks. It really does. That goes off screen. That is not cool. That is not cool at all. Let's fix this junk. Hmm. I'm not a fan of that either. You should probably just keep it all to one side. So, I'm going to do that. I would just put it right under the sign, but the pole is white and it just clashes too much with the text, and I do not like that. Hold on. 9, hold on. 988. That doesn't work. That's close. I want to make sure the letters are in pretty perfect alignment. It's a little difficult though. I think I want it spaced out just a bit. I'll have to move the mask as well. I guess this one could be two separate like text layers. I wouldn't even need the mask. This is the way this one works. Yeah, that looks okay. That's fine. Let's go back to the very start of the shot. You can hear me fucking breathing in the audio. Alright, it probably holds on the shot a little too long after it cuts out. After the text goes away. So we will correct that. Yeah, that's good right there. Why is there a marker here? I must have placed that by accident. Let me check the chat real quick. That'd go hard. Billy Tripp as MCU Magneto confirmed. Hi Xavier, hi Toxic. Glad to see people are getting along in the chat. Xavier, if you want to hop on a Discord call and roast me, just let me know. Yeah, you see that little black like frame whenever a mask pops in. See, what the fuck? Sometimes it goes away on its own, and sometimes... Yeah, see? Look at that. If it shows up in the export, I'm going to have to do something about that. I'll have to add some keyframes to the beginning and end of the mask itself. I had to do that with that Azalea dying video that I did last year. There was like I did some like text mask stuff there too, and when I exported it, the masks did not want to like properly fade in and fade out, so I had to do some finicking there. Let's go to the very beginning. For those who have just joined and have no idea what I'm doing, I'm editing the end credits, obviously, but this first bit is not crediting anything. It's just a little PSA saying, hey, don't be an asshole and trespass on Billy's private property. Respect his sculpture. Don't touch it. Don't climb on it. That kind of stuff. And this audio, I'm getting rid of all of this audio because it's ass. As you can hear me fucking breathing in every shot. I've got plenty of just atmosphere from being around the minefield, of just, noises in and around the minefield, so I'm going to use that. Yeah, that works well. That works well. What do you guys think, chat? Type 1 in the chat if you think it works well. Type 2 in the chat if you think it's ass and needs changing. The masks are not coming in right. I'm probably going to have to, just for safety, I'm going to have to put some keyframes, some opacity keyframes. Is I don't want that. I don't want to have to deal with that shit after I export it, and then I have to export it again just because of this, dude. We're not doing that. We are not doing it. So I'm just gonna fix that and nip it right in the bud. Recently I've been having this problem where if I move the freaking cursor, the playhead on the timeline, um, Premiere will randomly select a clip that it's hovering over. I don't understand that at all. Whoa, what did I do? Oh, that was See, I went to another keyframe, but when the playhead moved, so did my selection. I don't understand that. Does it do that? 0, 1. Give me like an hour. Okay. Let me figure out what's going on here. Okay, I'm gonna take away this. Come on. Hmm. Maybe instead of doing a cross dissolve, I just need to just do it like as keyframes. That might be the best practice because this is creating issues. You know, it's not cool. Oh my god, come on. Whoa, was there a third keyframe just randomly? Right. Yeah, we want this one. 0. Let's see how that looks without getting rid of the cross dissolve. Ooh, yeah, ooh. If we get rid of the cross dissolve, does that solve the problem? It does. Yeah, that fixes the problem. So that's what I'm going to have to go through here and do. Only for this section. Once we get to the actual credits, I won't have to deal with this shit because I'm not going to have the text pop in like one part at a time. It's just going to be, you know, this person did this thing. No. Again, Premiere just like it's laggy. I mean, it's understandably laggy right now because I've got OBS and Firefox open, like 3 Firefox tabs. Um, but I mean, I've had it just be laggy for no reason. I click on something and it takes 5 seconds for it to switch over. We go right there. Another. Back to the original. 0. Click on the cross dissolve itself. Delete. And that should get rid of those little black frames. It should cross dissolve out with no issues. I think it's popping in mainly that causes the issue. Yeah, see, now the preview's lagging. Freaking Premiere. Yeah, it. Oh shit. Pause, please. Pause, please. Stop playing! Thank God. Did you see that for a second? For a second, like it literally just stopped responding. I might be pushing my PC to its limits having all this shit open with Premiere. Usually when I'm editing, I try to close everything else out because the project is so damn big, dude. I don't know how many hours of footage I have in this project, but it is a lot. It's definitely over 100. It's definitely over 100.